thank you for visiting our channel, Traveling with Dogs. My name is Freedom, and with my dogs, Pooperhead and Monkey, we are going to take you on a trip to Ensenada, Mexico. In this photo, Monkey is on the left and Pooperhead is on the right. When you watch our videos, please notice how well behaved they are. They are always at my side and never on a leash unless absolutely necessary. Ensenada is a fun, beautiful, and exciting city to visit. Not only is the climate perfect, but it's less than an hour-and-a-half drive south of the border called San Isidro in San Diego, California. It's not only close to the United States, but the drive south along the coast is one of the most beautiful we have experienced. Skip Tijuana and make the trip to Ensenada. Tijuana is not pet friendly. I love Ensenada. Seriously, this place rocks. Ensenada is incredible. The people are great, it's not crowded, there's lots to do, and the city is very pet friendly. And if you are downtown, English is widely spoken. Please watch this video to the end, where we are going to give you some important secret tips while you're visiting Ensenada. In order to keep these informative videos coming, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. When you first enter Mexico, you can skip the drive through Tijuana and go around the town just by following the signs that say Beach Cities, Rosarito, and Ensenada. When you have a choice between Ensenada Libre and Ensenada Quota, take the sign that says Ensenada Quota. Quota means toll road, and it will take you directly to Ensenada. The drive is coastal the whole way down. It's beautiful. It's pretty much ocean view the entire drive. There are 3 toll booths on the way down, and it will cost you about $7. Make sure you have your masks on when you're going through the toll booths. After you pass through the 3rd toll booth, you will be entering Ensenada, and when you approach the marina, you will be close to downtown. Don't worry about parking. If you cannot find parking on the streets, there are lots of parking lots. And they are inexpensive, about $2.50. The activities in Ensenada are endless. It's an adult playground. The beaches are large and spacious, and the water is relatively warm in the summer. There are many great locations for surfing, not just in Ensenada, but all up and down the Baja coast. If you enjoy running, there is plenty, including beach, street, and mountain trails. There are also famous races like TJ to Ensenada. There's lots of boating, swimming, skating, horseback riding, golf, scuba, special activities for the kids, fishing, sailing, horse carriages, music, bicycling, seasonal whale watching, ATVs and off-roading, and a fish market. There's even a bowling alley. And don't forget, tons of shopping. Pooperhead and Monkey had fun playing everywhere, even hunting in the rocks. And as you know, they love playing in the water. I suggest you bring your bicycle. Whether you are on a street bike, a mountain bike, or a beach cruiser, Ensenada is a bike-friendly zone. In fact, there are many on and off-road races here, including the famous Rosarito to Ensenada race. And if motorcycling or motocross is your sport, Ensenada is the place to go. Lots of off-roading for motocross and a stunning ride down from the border on your motorcycle. There is plenty of lodging here, from the total luxury hotels including Torre Lucerna and Punta Moro, to the more budget-friendly but clean Motel Fiesta and Santo Tomas. The rooms only sell out when the Baja 500 and Baja 1000 are here, so keep track of them. And don't forget Facebook vacation rentals. lots of great places there. Some of the hotels even have day passes for the swimming pool. One of my favorite things about Ensenada is the food. The food here is outstanding. Let's go over a few of my favorites that are centrally located in downtown. If buffets are your thing, then Pampas Ensenada is one of the best I have ever been to. I usually don't go to buffets because I just don't eat that much, but Pampas is my exception. I love this place. If mariscos or shellfish are your thing, don't go to a restaurant. The street vendors, called carritos, are a sure bet and have the freshest mariscos. My favorite is Mariscos El Güero. As you can see in this video, this place is packed all day, every day, which is why the food is so fresh. They are even #1 on Yelp and Facebook. If you are looking for Italian food, I have 2 recommendations in downtown. Alfonso's has very good pizza and pasta dishes. And La Forchetta is Italian exquisite. For authentic Mexican food, I suggest Guadalajara. They have the best birria in town. Birria is a stewed meat like beef, goat, or lamb. And you can eat it in a taco or in a soup. It's yummy. If you are in the Malecón in the harbor, then I suggest Lupitas for Mexican-style seafood. Or just walking along the Malecón, there are many great places for food and drink. There's a new diner called Maze. It's a 50s style diner where the waitresses wear roller skates. In my opinion, the best shrimp tacos in all of Baja are right here in Ensenada. It's a short taxi Uber ride from First Street, but definitely worth the trip. It's called Tacos Corona and has been there since 1970. Last year, we drove all over Baja and I ate shrimp tacos nearly every day for a month. And Tacos Corona is the best. Los Primos is a combination of seafood and steaks. Small location, but great food. Highly recommended. And finally, if you need a late night meal, Corralitos is open 24 hours. The locals call it Denny's because it's open all night.
¿Lo viste?
If you like to drink, there is plenty of that here. Let's begin with the oldest cantina in Baja, Husong's. Established in 1892, it is the most popular bar in Ensenada. Not just for the tourists, but the locals too. Beers are still $2. If you have never been to Husong's, you have to come check it out. Papas and Beer. It is the biggest bar in Ensenada and a true nightclub. It is most popular with tourists and local youths. It can get very crowded here on weekend nights. Beer Garden. It's new and directly across the street from Papas and Beer. Phosphorus. One of my favorites. A smaller, quainter place with a great location on First Street. La Oficina. This is a short taxi or Uber ride, filled with locals who only speak Spanish. And for all my rainbow flag friends, Le Queen on First Street. Abel's Rock and Beer for modern rock and alternative rock music. They have live music here on weekends. A few more of the more popular bars worth mentioning are Pits, Shots, and Las Caguas. And if you feel like partying all night, La Prisión is open from midnight to 6 a.m. And don't worry, drinkers, there's bathrooms everywhere. And if you don't drink, there's plenty of coffee shops too. There are about a dozen microbreweries in Ensenada. They are called cervecerías. There are 4 that happen to have tasting rooms in downtown, and one is my favorite. It's called Wetlands. Check out the video on the location. Let's take a few minutes and watch just how pet-friendly Ensenada is. Please remember to carry bags with you and pick up after your pet responsibly. If you came to Ensenada for a week and just wanted to shop, you wouldn't have enough time. There are street vendors, malls, silver shops, the Parque Bandera, and the Malecón. There is one of the largest flags in the world here. Let's stop in for a haircut and I will give you a short history of Ensenada. Going to the barber. Buenas tardes. The port of Ensenada is an important commercial, fishing, and tourist port. It was the most visited tourist port in the Pacific with more than 700,000 cruise passengers a year. But obviously, COVID has changed all that. But the ships are getting ready again. It is the third largest city in Baja. The city is home to a Navy base, Army base, and Ensenada Airport, which is a military airfield. Originally, the city was named San Mateo and was changed to Ensenada de Todos Santos. In the early part of the 20th century, the name was shortened to Ensenada. At one time, Ensenada was the capital of Baja, but that was transferred to Mexicali in 1930. Okay, that was cool. We just got our haircut. Now we're off to get some dinner. Some of my favorite food. Actually, true. The best mariscos are right here in Ensenada. There are more than 500,000 people living here. So, there are all the amenities of a larger city, like Costco, Walmart, Home Depot, Office Depot, etc. In addition to a great haircut, they also have excellent medical and dental. While I was here, I got a complete laboratory workup. It was about $35. Dental is also fantastic and inexpensive here. Just look at the prices. Thank you for watching our video. Because you watched until the end, here are some secret tips while vacationing in Ensenada. Tip number 1, expensive doesn't mean it's the best. There are expensive hotels and restaurants targeting vacationers. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's the best. When looking for a great meal, drive or take a cab, Uber, off First Street, at least a few blocks away. Find a place that's crowded because that's where all the locals go. Not only will the prices be a fraction of the tourist traps, but the food will be more authentic and delicious. Tip number 2, bad and rude drivers. If you are driving on your trip to Ensenada, and I hope you are, be cautious while driving in town. We have driven all over Mexico, and the rudest drivers are in Tijuana and Ensenada. Everywhere else in Mexico, they will let you into a spot, or allow you to pass, or wait for you to move. Not in Ensenada, they like to honk the horn. Please don't misunderstand me. They are extremely friendly people. It's just when they get behind the wheel. Tip number 3, potholes. Whether driving your car motorcycle, ATV, or bicycle, you really need to watch out for potholes. Although the streets are in constant repair, they need it. The drive down the toll road is trouble-free, but once you arrive in Ensenada, you really have to pay attention. Be careful. And final tip number 4, events. Ensenada is loaded with events like Beer Fest, Oktoberfest, and the Baja Off-Road races. Due to COVID, the event dates and times change frequently. But if you keep track of your events online, you can schedule your trip around them. Unless you are coming specifically for the Baja 1000 and Baja 500 races, then I advise you to avoid those dates. I believe we gave you some very useful information in this video. If you have not already, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you for watching and enjoy Ensenada. It really is an adult playground. Happy travels!